Matthew, how are your piloting skills?
No, I mean, I think they're right. On the ground, I'll be okay. In the air, we're all dead.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm not really sure what they were hoping for me to do. I think they're insinuating I need to start learning how to fly a plane now, and then in case the apocalypse does ever happen, I've got a helicopter license.
Start stocking up on those 10,000 hours.
Yeah, that's what I said about it. We discussed it yesterday. I said, mate, it takes 10,000 hours. That's what hours I have in CSGO. That's a lot of commitment. That might take a while.
James Bardoff could be our pilot.
He might be able to, yeah. We'll have to see if he has the commitment. He at least could drive the boat if he's part of the unit.
That's one of our shout-outs, mandatory done. Let's get on to the other ones. You can trade your skins with CS.money bot. It is fast, safe, and profitable. So there's 2 shout-outs done.
There it is. Yeah,
We're
we've got James
moving right
Bardoff in and CSGO Money, or CS Money. And yeah, Team Liquid versus Virtus.pro. I think the guys broke it down pretty well. Virtus.pro struggled versus MVP. It looked like they were going to lose that game. I thought MVP were actually the better team. This was one key round on Nuke where they gave it all up and missed some key shots, and Virtus.pro got back in the game, managed to claw it out in overtime. They're currently 1-1. Not looking amazing still, but still in a decent position in the grand scheme of things in the Swiss system. Liquid, they've got to say, with their recent victory at the Summit, they're definitely the favourites going into this one, especially with Inferno coming through. Virtus.pro don't even play this map. They're not even good on it, and they picked it.
Yeah, it is absolutely true. I'm curious to see how this team develops. I think there's so many issues running deep to the core roots of Virtus.pro right now that Mihu may not be enough alone, but we'll see what happens. They say they're motivated, but I haven't heard the word confidence yet. So I haven't had the double buzzword, which is usually the sign of a good team these days.
Well,
people need to learn the word like ambitious,
sure,
hungry,
humble.
Don't know what that is.
Pash just tweeted the other day saying, if he does not improve, he will also step down. I'm
I
not sure
saw
that
that
was with kind of pinch of salt, perhaps, maybe facetious. I'm not sure, but you can never tell with that guy. But that's an interesting idea. Maybe he's getting to the point now where maybe being a streamer is more, I was about to say more lucrative, maybe it even is. And he obviously gets to stay at home with the family and stuff, and Pro CS is no easy route for a lot of people. It's a very stressful environment, especially if you're not winning. And being a streamer, and Shroud would tell you, it's a lot of fun, I'm sure, to play the games.
Profitable.
Sit at home and build up the fan base.
Yep.
Well, we are live. We're going to be in this best of 3, kicking things off of Inferno. Virtus.pro got a lot to prove here. I'm sure they're hungry to get back into the top end of the scene and show they still are worthy of all the invites they get and all the fandom they have. As we're getting to round number 1, there will be 4 sets of armor for VP starting on the T side here. 1 smoke, 2 flashbangs, no HE, so don't expect a banana rush. But they are sending 5 players towards T step, so you never know. They will head towards middle. You do need the HEs to rush banana ready. And they'll go up towards middle, and Nitro Elige waiting the boiler room. There's actually 3 of them there, ready and waiting. So they show some presence towards middle with the decoys, and now Fly will face towards mid. Snack spots him. No real damage inflicted just yet, and we're into the default.
Remember, these are 1-1 teams, so no one from this game goes home or advances. They just increase their chances of doing either, depending on how this goes. So despite all that aggression and the fact that Elige and Nitro were just around the corner in the boiler hallway and when they advanced up toward the boiler room itself, they didn't make contact in middle. It's just now that Bialy's going to find Elige. Nitro and Twist, though, make amends for their lost teammate, their deceased friend, dearly departed. Will be joined by Bialy and Snacks. As Nitro sits and waits with Crossfire inside of the A side. It's Twist in the pit. He's very good at holding pit. Twist, he's very proficient, but Pasha's done well in this round as well. 2 kills for him. He's opened up an access route to B. Banana is wide awake and wide open.
Absolutely. But there is a rotation from Nitro, and he has CT spawn, and that's obviously going to be a very powerful position. Pasha just hoping he can get in here. He's made a ton of noise. The rotations will come through. We'll try and plant. Don't think that's going down, though. There it is. Nitro executes him in the back of the head, gently and lovingly.
He did it. He did it. Probably said a Boondock Saint prayer.
Yeah, exactly.
Left the pennies on his eyes. They're not pennies. I forget what coin they are. They're a specific coin.
I don't know. But it will be quite a simple round there for Liquid. Pasha, decent attempt to get that bomb down, but not meant to be. There will be a force buy from the T side. Snacks not getting armor. Pasha is the main AWP for them, but we'll see whether Snacks can get anything going with the Deagle. He is very skilled at that weapon. 2 rifles for Liquid. No bomb going down. They can justify bringing out some SMGs and challenging the upgraded pistols here. Incendiary won't quite reach Pasha, although he is waiting for the flames. Yeah, not quite deep enough, so they might not check this. Watch out for that. With that smoke down, Elige might want to push a little bit further down. Yep, Pasha good time to peek and actually takes Elise down to 11 HP, but he'll get equal treatment from Naf. Need to be careful there. No need to overcommit. And then boost one player. The low HP player does make sense. It is a pre-fire. Elise will take this time just to readjust himself, as you saw on the camera there. He's actually using a wireless mouse. I'm all on board the wireless train, mate. I'm going to be getting one when I get home. I think it's time. I'm sold on the concept. I have a wireless headset right now, and I think the wireless mouse will really improve my lifestyle. I want to get it.
Is that so you can talk to the TS girls while you're in the bathroom?
Exactly. So when I'm on the toilet, I can still talk to them.
Yep. It's not bad. Yeah, I mean, if the wireless mice are continuing to improve at a rate of which they say, I'm keen to try. If they give me a wireless EC2A, I'm all there.
Yeah, I'm sure Zhao will be on board with that soon. Either way, it's going to be the bomb going down for sure here on the B-bomb side. That initial damage is made with the Liquid play very tentatively. Bomb gets planted. I doubt Virtus.pro win this round, you know, but they've done a good job already. I say that. Elise just go down. They won't be able to recover the weaponry just yet as Nitro's rotating in. One of the stronger fraggers for Liquid. Pasha and Mihu down to 10 HP apiece, and they'll be dropped momentarily. Pasha might want to consider saving his Deagle and armor now. I'd say, yeah, get out of there. That does make a lot of sense. He won't be winning the round to save the armor. And they'll be buying. They could buy up next round, Matt. They really wanted to. They've got 2 kills there. Pasha's already got armor. It would be a weird buy. Definitely not necessary. They could just wait till the first gun round, have a strong one. But we'll see what they decide to do. They might take their fancy with Pasha with the armor. They could get Galil's armor. And let's see what they decide to do here. It'd be a big call. It's a best of 3. You can certainly
That's
take
true,
some
yeah.
risks.
You can take some more risks. Another benefit of the Swiss system, best of 3 throughout.
So let's go for the more safe approach here. P250s, no one getting armor. Just going to be focusing on that first gun round. That's the safer approach for sure. So a chance to try and get that bomb down again. Remember, Pasha has the armor and a helmet, so he can actually make things a little bit more troublesome for those SMGs. As we'll see now, fly aggressive again with the MP9. He knows they won't have much to work with there. He'll get 1, looking to farm a few more here. To get 3 in total. Well played for him. Money in the bank, 1,800 bucks. And Neo just in towards that underpass, taken down by Elise. There we have it. No real bonus round for Liquid. They only saved 1 UMP. Still get the AWP out. I'm almost certain of it. It's actually Nitro's the main AWP now. Maybe they don't really... I haven't got to really cast them since they've removed JDM. It's the first time we've done it, I think. Didn't watch much of the summit, I won't lie to you. But I have, from what I understand now, he is the main AWP, but only when it's really required. And I think that's a good way to be. You don't need an AWP. I think that's a common misconception of the game in general. Every round you have to have an AWP. Not really the case.
Good nade down Banana, but no one up close enough to take the damage. So sitting passively is Virtus.pro. He's already made his way inside of the apartment. Snacks has Boiler. Steel and Twist, the only ones on A. They're going to double up the pit side. Surprisingly, with 3 on B, therefore, they don't get that aggressive. I expect with the 3rd member there, you'd try and get a little bit more information and rotate off it. They'll just start to peek now as Elise. The 1 member still on the UMP, they're still in the SMG category. Will be left there with Naf. Canadians on this team now that Naf's here as well.
That's absolutely true. Canadians, Brazilians.
Yep.
Americans.
Yep. It's becoming more and more international. Nitro, Molotov, or Incendiary to be exact, goes a little bit deeper, already inside of the smoke. He's aware of it, but gets around the corner in time. They'll still chase him down on the AK. Can't do much with it. Good flash from Twist to support Nitro's escape, but they still have the front of the library. So they have to stand firm. Twist overcommits to the ward Mihu. That leaves him susceptible to the apartments. Nap needs to step back in, but they found the 2 other kills to open up the site. The problem is, look where the bomb went.
10 seconds.
They carried it so far away from the site in the exchange. They didn't go for the plant. It nearly costs them. They're low on HP. The post plant gets limited. Fortunately, they do have the advantage. It is just Nafla to go against them.
You say just. This guy has been playing out of his mind recently. They've got 1 player, very low HP. They're both pretty much 1 bullet death with the AK-47. There's the first now, Bialy. He's going to be feeling the pressure. He has to sit behind the bomb site and hope for the best. Nice shot. Challenges at the right time, knowing Nafly will be checking different angles on the site itself. First round of Virtus.pro. Remember, only one player survives there. They can drop one AK, have to balance the books with Galil's. Exactly that. Pasha might have to do the same. If he gets to the AK himself, he won't have a helmet and no utility. Goes for that and gets one flashbang. Liquid won't have the AWP once again. This is a big round for either side. Whoever wins this will be forcing the other onto an eco. Virtus.pro, definitely the underdogs here. Nice work towards that A bomb site. 2 versus 1. Almost fell apart. Nicely thrown Molotov there by Bialy. And that's a guaranteed frag for Nafly. Nice and aggressive. Actually ruins the smoke for the T's as well. Good nades towards T steps. Don't do a ton of damage. Pasha falling back towards the steps itself. But nice opening pick. No more has to be done at this point. CTs can afford to rotate one towards the A bomb site if they really want to, after asserting their dominance towards the B side of the map. There's the forehead of me here. Very close to the monitor, it seems. Going for some wall bangs through the smoke. No damage inflicted really to the CTs. It's Twists and Steel holding towards the quad side. Smoke towards Arch. Looks like an A split from the apartments will be coming in. Maybe even just focusing 4 players towards quad could boost one up on towards the roof itself. CTs though with 3 smokes remaining. Steel, I presume, would throw his now. Indeed he does, towards the apartment itself. Instead of a minute here, they have mid control. Nitro just playing off his teammates in the arch.
Let's hop down in front of the library. Smoke, as you say, will hold off the arch, but they've gotten their way through to it. Nitro tries to spray back and catch them down the wall. Good read from Elige. If Nitro still has Arch covered, he could work backwards through the library. He does exactly that, but good find from Pasha. Snacks as well to follow it up. And Virtus.pro trying to go back-to-back on gun rounds. They lose one man and go into deficit, but suddenly trade it back effectively as Bialy and Pasha get away. And again, it's Nafly having to clutch the A site. Bialy is also alive, who killed him last time.
Very similar situation. I don't think Nafly comes out of top here. He's actually looking frustrated already with that flashbang. And very unlikely he does much with this. Pasha away towards Graveyard, good position. He can just strike. As soon as his teammate goes down, that's when he peaks. There it is. Takes him down. Another good victory from Virtus.pro. And we might have a good game on our hands here because Team Liquid will be on either a force buy now or a full eco. I'd suggest the latter, considering the loss bonus starting to accumulate. They definitely can buy next round with the $2,400 coming in. The P250s here maybe. Might just stick with the USPs themselves as Neo brings out the Mac 10. Good chance to farm some cash for himself. He's down to 0, didn't have much, so perfect weapon just to manage to bring back things into his favor. P250 once he's had a smoke, I think, as they send 3 players to quad. We'll just be following Bialy here as he waits for any aggression from the CTs. What we call a default, just holding up, waiting for any sort of stack or rush to be coming in. Usually utility to flush out choke points like the top of B. And you can see a nice little boost here. A decent attempt from the CTs. You have 1 on top of the quad, 1 underneath. And we'll see what happens.
Mihu from the underpass position is going to spare toward the top of middle. He'll start working up toward the bench. Twist, Steel boosted as well in the atrium, keep in mind. And Nitro are all on that side. Nitro's already spotted. Now he can run back. He wants to try and bait them towards Steel to get pistols into further damage. I think Mihu's realized where that damage came from. So now they're trying to back away. Nitro's committed. Steel's got to get in and help if they're going to try and make these pistol plays work. This pistol side stack, and it won't. Naf gets the only kill. He actually doubles that. Not a bad effort. If he could run, oh, I thought he would run and get the gun then. Just get the AK and try and make this as costly as he can for Virtus.pro. Bombs going back toward B. P250 from way downtown toward Bialy. Get the AK, that's all he wants, but he's found by Neo.
Pretty classic round there from Virtus.pro. Default, mid-control, trade frags. Liquid are always going to pick up a couple, even with pistols, so that's absolutely fine on the T side. Haven't got a problem with that. Naf can drop an AWP. From what I can see, he might be using it himself. He doesn't juggle it across. He's got 11 kills so far. Steel down on 1 of 4, yet to really get into this game. Top of the charts on VP side is Bialy. He'll have 8 and 3. As well. See the flashes come in. Remember, 3 players with our helmets here, but no Mac 10 brought into this round, so it's not a huge deal. Steel takes a nade to the face as he crosses mid. Is this the boost in the corner? It's not. Oh, it is actually on the head. There we go. I thought a little bit too deep for that one, but
yeah, the elevated vision, though, certainly suggested it. Unless he had stilts. That'd be a cool item to
Oh,
buy.
yeah.
Let's get those in game.
Platform shoes.
Platform shoe. Disco style.
Yeah.
With bell bottoms.
Yeah. The flares come out. Oh, Naf gives up the fact they've got the orb now. It fires off the shot. Classic orb play. Oh, okay.
Ooh-wee.
Dink comes in.
He has no idea that he's hit him, but still.
You get a sound cue for the dinks.
Did it? I didn't hear it in my ears. Obviously, he could have. It might have been different. We were talking.
Yeah.
I find it stifled sometimes by the spray, and when there's smokes, it can alter.
Well, here
But
we
you're
go.
right. There is definitely, especially with the helmet, it's very clear.
Yep. So he might have got something out of that one. Usually they'll push a bit further. I'm not sure if he did get it. Either way, they'll be heading towards... did he spot those two?
He did, yeah. He spotted the second. So he didn't spot the first, but he knew where the second was, and therefore there's a likeliness that they've already worked toward Arch. So he goes passive. This gives up the wrap to the ace site, but they've got steel inside of it. Twist just has to be efficient. That's a problem. What an entrance from Virtus.pro. If Nitro's going to go that passive, he needs Pit to hold. He needs the Arch side covered to make sure the wrap's not going to happen. And unfortunately, that falls apart, and now it's a 4 versus 3. A retake attempt again toward the A site for Liquid.
It's quite elegant counter-strike there from Virtus.pro. Enjoyed that. Good default. Pins are on the bomb site, and you're absolutely right. Team Liquid look a little bit disjointed right now. They're taking damage at the start of each round and looking a little bit clumsy in places, and Virtus.pro just capitalizing. Classic counter-strike. Nothing too special or flashy in terms of the execution. Just solid smokes going down. Good teamwork. Trades coming in. Nailing the shots. Mihu looking decent there with the nice shot he got. They traded out his frag, and Alige looking for any sort of exit frags he can get. Snacks can't afford to trade that with his low HP, but Bialy suddenly can. They do lose the aforementioned low HP player, so they will be in a decent position now, Virtus.pro as well. That 4 rounds in a row now.
Okay, they did. I thought I know there was a Mac 10 that was still up. I just want to make sure they got the AKs. They did. It is 4 rounds in a row. Yeah, Liquid's only won the pistol in the ensuing rounds. There's been no gun rounds gone the way of Team Liquid at all yet.
Oh, pause comes in for Liquid. They did save the AWP, so watch out for that. Always going to be a dangerous round for the terrorists, especially on the CT side. The AWP can be very influential. The problem is, Team Liquid haven't really got that superstar AWP anymore. They've got players that can certainly AWP, but whether someone can carry around for them single-handedly, I'm not so sure. Nafly throws it to Twists, I think, so he might have a good spawn. Have a look. Yes, he does have a good spawn towards middle. We'll see whether he can run away with this one, perhaps. He might just face straight towards T-steps, take the challenge. Pasha will certainly be waiting for him, knowing that the AWP was saved. They know that was available, and I'm sure he'll just be holding either on the steps itself or just crouching on the physical step and waiting to pre-fire it after a few seconds. You line up across there, crouch, then once you predict he's being there, you can just stand up and shoot straight away in the very common angle. We'll see whether he decides to do that. So follow Twists if possible. He heads towards the quad side, so not going for the instant face. He actually will be in the boiler room to kick things off. That's not going to be an amazing angle for him. Still covers the Apartments with the CZ75. Bialy and Snacks, though, they're going to have him for breakfast as he luckily falls back. So once again, default's focusing this time on the banana control. Molotovs towards the sandbags and the corner just to push anyone back. They've already checked the barrels. And Pasha comes over the AWP just to check the corner. Obviously a very common spot for AWPers, flashing around first to push him back. If he refaces after the flashbang, he's going to have a huge advantage there. Grenade will land in the face of Steel. Actually uses the corner of the wall to dodge it. Lige does manage to do some decent damage towards Neo and Pasha.
So the angle held by Pasha toward the back of Banana. Snacks now joins in. Bialy's going to run off as well. So Nafly with the AWP is babysat by 3 other teammates, but that's on A. This leaves Alige alone. Deagle in ruins.
Yeah, not looking too promising.
I was going to say it'd be really cool and clever if he almost pulled a Kiarbi and... Oh, geez, when was that? Columbus even? I think. Maybe a little bit later than that when he snuck out from old ruins and went for the ninja, but he doesn't have a kit. And the chances of people leaving bombs behind these days are not as likely. I think everyone's learned their lesson at least once.
Yeah, well, I think it was Virtus.pro against G2 Kinguin at the time. Maybe they were just Kinguin. He got the full defuse in a 1 versus 4, I think, on Mirage on the A-bomb side. That was pretty special. That was probably the most iconic one, I think. And then, yeah, you got this one in Inferno from Kiarbi as well. That was in Cluj, I think, that Snacks one. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. It all blurs into one. I'm almost certain it was. Because that was the event where Mousesports had a decent run and like King
Wasn't
and G2
Pansy
up there.
casting it though?
I'm not sure. I think.
I can't remember. Maybe it was. I don't remember.
Let me look it up. I'm sure I can find it. Quite
Someone
easily.
will remember. For us, it does blur into one, but someone out there definitely knows.
Let me have a look. Oh, goodness gracious.
Close that.
Yeah. Whatever
get
you
that
do,
off the screen.
clear your Chrome browser before you bring it up in front of your friends.
Words of wisdom from Hank G. So the out stays over. They can
It was
see
versus FaZe. Okay, at IEM Katowice. 1v5
Katowice.
Ninja Defuse.
Yeah, I think it was Pansy casting it.
It was in 2016, so I was a year off. So there you go.
Full year. Well, not really. You were 4 or 5 months off.
Yeah.
Because Cluj was November, and that would have been in March. So not even 5 months.
Yeah, it was against FaZe. That FaZe with like Jacob, Rain, Fox, Michael Ailey, AZ.
So one of the original lineups
Yeah.
that they had. The 5 rounds now for Virtus.pro does mean maximum loss bonus for Liquid. Easily be able to buy up and get around the AWP. They give it to Nitro this round as well.
Yeah, well, this is where we expect to see it. It's been on Twist now and NAF, and this is the problem. You don't have that clear AWPer. Everyone wants to slice of the action. Flashbang's going in, though. Virtus.pro doing a very good job on this A-bomb side. Why not keep pushing the envelope here on this side of the map? And you can see the CT is a lot more passive this time with 4 players towards A. And they are around Arch again. There doesn't seem to be any resistance, but Nafly finally taking advantage of the fact there's no smoke down towards this position. The Molotov will do nothing for them. He probably can look around the corner. He absolutely can. They're panicking a little bit. Not the best execution this time, as Pasha somehow finds the back of Steel. But still, they hold them off. 3 players surviving. That's better. And it will be 4-5 now. But plenty of money on the VP side. No reset potential here. You can see lots of guns saved in the previous rounds of Liquid. Now, even after reinvestment, will have 5k right now. Probably buys up his own M4. There's actually an AK on the ground.
And if not for the previous round where 5 players stayed alive on the Virtus.pro side, when it went 9 players staying alive as the bomb detonated, they would actually be almost broken already, because the most they kept alive at any other point in the run of 5 rounds was 3. Most of the time it was 2, which is a lot of reinvestment. So they have a chance to break them this time by. But ultimately, you say there's no reset potential, it would severely hinder them to lose this round. So it's a really crucial round to predict, or rather persuade, the final outcome of the half.
Absolutely. Well, we'll have a look at the setup. It looks like a bit more aggression than CT towards Banana this time. That's going to be Elige and Nitro using that AWP, trying to set him up. Once the AWP gets established at the barrels with the smokes going down the T-steps, Elige can afford to fall back through CT spawn. It looks like he's doing that now. Good jump from Nitro, not the easiest actually. Can be failed a couple of times. And like I said, Nitro looking at the top left right now, he rotates back towards A. Once the AWP is set up, especially in that wall position, you're good for 1 shot at least, hopefully a kill. You can drop down, use the wall as cover, and get back to the bomb site. Pasha, presumably aware of this. You want to be flashing at the top of Banana first, but that's a nice little peek from Nitro. Perfectly timed, takes down the bomb. And Neo, obviously, 5-4. He can go back to a more defensive line now. Still be confident in his own ability to hold that part of the map, because it's unlikely VP try and execute there, considering the AWPs. They're ready hitting shots. What is that?
Deep smoke. That's the library smoke, but was it a miss?
I'm not sure.
Might have been.
That's got a gap for like the Guardian angle on the corner.
Yeah.
And it leaves the arch exposed. There's no use for that smoke, I'm afraid.
No.
That's missed.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's a hard one to miss, considering it's literally walking out
Yeah.
with the crosshairs pointed at it. But that's why I assumed it was bounced for library. It seemed so unlikely to miss that. Elige does, from CT with no smoke down, take the bomb out of the hands of Biawi. That's going to be massive, because now it's just Pasha left. He does manage to get Nafly, but that's about all he's going to get in this round, I imagine, with 11 seconds left and the bomb nowhere near him. So he'll back away to save the AWP. But Liquid respond with 2 rounds in a row. Ooh, does he save the op? Misses the shot. I don't think they get there in time.
He needs to make sure he stays alive now.
Nah, he will. There's this. Remember, it's a relatively short end round time in this config. It seems, I think it's about a second or 2 shorter than the normal default, especially with Valve rules.
There's that wireless mouse. I think that's a limited edition in white. I looked it up when we were talking about it. But it seems like Cloud9 guys have gone off the wireless gaming approach. But Elige back on the hype train. I know we talk about trivial things like that, but it's professional gamers using wireless accessories. Trust me, back in my day, that was unheard of. There were wireless mouse back then.
God, yeah.
And that was just not even a consideration.
We had, I think my brother had another one later in his years. We had a wireless mouse as a kid, and it would die all the time.
Yeah,
And
the
I
AA
absolutely
batteries in it.
hated
It died and like
Yeah.
always like freeze up and stuff. Like
It was a Logitech. It wasn't even a gaming mouse at the time. Like we're talking like when I was like
yeah,
7 or 8 years old. But the cool thing was the cover for the batteries. You could change the color. It was
Nice.
blue, red, yellow, or green.
perfect.
Very matte. It's part of the arm. Very matte aspect of a nice shot. Mihu goes back out because he never went all the way around the corner the first time. He had no idea Nitro was there. Presumed it to be safe and got that all wrong. Liquid's starting to settle in, I think, now.
That's the same smoke they threw last time. Are they trying to actively use that smoke? Like it seems like it's missing consistently. I don't see the benefit.
That one I think is a little different. That one was actually forward of the arch, not back of it.
But like it's just so many angles exposed. Like I don't really like it too much. Either way, they still have an op themselves, but a 5-on-4 in favor of the CTs.
Unless it's meant to have a gap intentionally to one of the two so that you can flash and take a duel, but not be double. I don't know. That's the only thing that would make sense if it is intentional. It doesn't look it, but Twist, great hold this time for the pit. I say great, he only gets 2. 2's not bad, but it's still a pressure onto Steel. He now has the bomb sitting in front of him. 23 seconds left and knows that Snacks is in the pit. Twist hasn't had the most efficient game in the pit. I did talk him up in that position beforehand. He's 8-5, so it's not like he's lacking for kills, but it's not like he's been anchoring that position when you consider that Virtus.pro was able to get 5 rounds in a row, and I think 3 of which at least were on the A site. So 6-5, Liquid take back the lead. Their 4th round in a row gives, or excuse me, their 3rd round in a row gives the bonus back the other way, but it's a tactical timeout from Neo.
Oh, a big speech coming in from Zeus this time. Probably our most decorated coach of all time, I think, in CSGO. 2 majors with SK. Lots of success with Liquid as well.
Absolutely.
Let's
Is that
see.
quite a run as a coach?
Yeah. In terms of victories and finding talent and kind of making decisions for the team, he has a lot of control. He makes the call if players get cut and
he
bring who they bring in.
Well, he would have worked with Steel in the past as well.
Yeah, Steel's a great pickup. I think Thorin made a good tweet the other day of players like him from those sort of countries can really work on their English skills. They can have that talent. There's no reason why they can't be in North American teams, and they should.
Well, it
make
could
that
be
a
in
thing.
any team, to be fair.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
European as
Europe,
well.
you've got a few guys, as Antares comes to mind. Obviously, Space Soldiers have been making strides forward. But there's certainly a few guys like that. Back out from the barrels. Can't get more than 1 because he's flashed off, but this start well against the pistols. Keep that in mind. Virtus.pro has been finally broken. Whittled down in the exchange to absolutely nothing. Naf's got all 3 frags so far. Got the 4th as well. I know the dropped items are covering that for you, but now he has the ace. All 5. Anti-eco ace, so not necessarily anything to write home about, but it's still an ace nonetheless.
Gets him in the zone, though. The players like Nafly, you can allow him to find aces even against ecos. It kind of makes you feel a little bit godlike.
I didn't realize. Before that round, obviously, Track 5, he was 13, not that far ahead, but he's at 18 kills now. The next closest on his team is 8.
So if I'm a statistician, right, I would almost make those kills not count, you know, like against full Glock rush.
Sure.
But I would be like, if I'm doing stats properly, I'm just like, I might just give him 2 frags that round and kind of calm it down and not really fit too much weight towards
I don't
it,
think how many frags are on the board is what matters. Stats to me are more the indicative impact. Like you could do that in other ways.
But if you're doing like round win share and stuff like that, like the WWS stuff, then that would obviously look amazing for him. He got an ace in the round they won, so it's always a little bit skewed sometimes. But you know, definitely still against a team like Virtus.pro, finding eco frags is not like it's easy. It's still always going to be a little challenge. They've always got the potential to cause a bit of disruption there. But for now, running for 13. We have Nitro, same position from the AWP, as we discussed before. Once he's on this wall position, he can hold it by himself and be good. He can be flash, fire a shot, and still have time to fall back and have the protection of the wall. Barrels, you're not as safe, because obviously that place is spammable. So if you get a flash or fire a shot, they can spam you straight away. So the wall's much better than that. You can be wall bang, but not nearly as much as those wooden boards. Nitro, another shot. They are feeding him in that position. They're not learning their lesson. You've got to flash it first. We didn't see it from his POV, so we'll give him the benefit of doubt. He might have got flashed and then fired the shot and got lucky.
Mihu has the sexiest AK you can possibly own, by the way.
Which one?
You'll see it.
Snacks certainly doesn't. Looks like someone's
What's
vomited
wrong
on
with
it.
the Vulcan?
It's too many stickers. It's too messy.
Oh, all right.
That's a nice one.
That is a nice one. I like that. That's one of the new ones, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I forget what that was called. There was a post about it. Steel inside of the site. Twist is certainly ready. Mihood around the corner with Snacks. Good shot from Steel. Good combination. Mihu down bomb as well. Good crossfire as Twist gets in on the action as well. I don't know if you'll see it or not. They grabbed the AKs. Maybe we will. You know you're doing well when you have 4 AKs and an AWP on the CT side.
Yep, perfect. That was really nice. You could see Steel being set up.
The same one I have is the Jag.
The Jag. And AK will take the aggro away towards the quad and Steel to set up there. That's perfect. That's how you work in tandem on near bomb site. It's all about taking attention away from your teammates. That's what we call the crossfires. And he takes the attention away, hides, they focus on him, run towards him, trying to take him down. And you get a perfect run at the map and manage to spray a couple of them down. Steel, very good on that side of the map. It looks like this will be another partial buy from Virtus.pro. As the loss bonus accumulates, they will have CZs, PT50s, a couple of smokes, flashbangs. Just looking to find an entrance into the map. Without the Deagle, though, I doubt that will happen. CZ very powerful, but it would take a bit of a blunder from this point. Nitro falling back. He could find himself in hot water here. He does get to the corner in time. Remember, Virtus.pro have been throwing that kind of weird smoke towards the arch, not going fully inside it. Trying to get a hybrid, I guess. Like, they throw it. There it is. That's better. That's the one that goes inside. When I talk about hybrid, they throw it like just in front so you can maybe get a bit more out of it, but not have the best of both. Now Fly doing a very good job now as he sprays a few of them down. The AK finds his 20 kills for sure. I think he's on 21 now. And we go to round number 15, 22.
I'm going to show you if the Observer won't. It is the greatest AK. I noticed that no one picked it up. I wonder why. When it was on the ground. There you go.
Oh, the Safari Mesh.
The Safari Mesh. I think prices on the Safari Mesh skins should skyrocket for how atrocious they are. They should be coveted in that regard.
Isn't that Fly getting it done?
Get her done. 9-5, considering after winning Pistol in the ensuing rounds, they lost 5 in a row. I was a bit concerned for Liquid CT side, but they've certainly recovered the half very well.
Yeah.
They challenged this round against the AKs and AWP, and it's a great shot from Snacks to take out Nitro. So the op goes down. No one trying to challenge in Banana against Elise. He's behind the barrels at this point in time, and Neo's already backed up. We just caught that. Naf will hold Arch as a result of the exchange at the top of middle. What a shot Pasha win that duel as well. They have to stand tall. Steel will do just that, but he's got problems because they've already wrapped on the Arch. Missed shot from Pasha gives him a great chance to hold the site. He nails Snacks. He's got the shot back to Pasha because he knew where he was, and it's down to Neo versus Steel. Neo, with 1 kill in the round, has to find the man who's gotten all of his teammates. It would be an ace for Steel, and he is anticipating the rotation toward B.
Here we go then. Neo makes his way towards the B side. Bomb down. He knows he's got plenty of time for this one. It certainly has a firm lead in this round. No one will be saving this time. It's round number 15, 1v1. Neo challenges towards CT Spawn. He looks like he's got the kill here. Oh, he's missed the shot. Can't land a single bullet. Oh my goodness, that's a catastrophe for Neo. Now he gets flashed and Steel back in the round.
Steel knows how lucky he is to not have been taken down there at 14 HP. Does he realize, though, that Neo's actually going to try and one-up him, that he's got positional? He didn't go all the way around Ruins. He's checking it now because the Molotov didn't move him from Emo, so he must have gone elsewhere. Smokes him off as well. A single bullet would do it against Neo. He's on 41, but he had the advantage with the bomb down, and Steel had a tremendous round, but one too many kills to find. It goes 9-6.
Very close game. Steel, a great display of skill, aim there, and can't really get it done against Neo. Neo obviously had a massive advantage there and was lucky that he got away with that one, considering he missed that shot towards CT Spawn. I thought Steel would punish him straight away, but here's what Steel did. Lots of spray transfers and 180s coming in. Look at this. Take this one out. USP comes through, and luckily Pasha has no helmet. That's why that kill is so crisp. Looks amazing, doesn't it? And we'll be 9-6, so anyone's game. Virtus.pro win the pistol in the second half. They're right back into it. You can see that spell of 6 rounds towards the end there from Team Liquid to get themselves back into it after losing 5. 22 kills on Now Fly. Still only hits 10 after that 4K. He had a very quiet half apart from that. So bear that in mind. That was a round they didn't win. So that, in terms of impact, that wasn't a great half from him. But there we go. We'll switch things over. The readies come in.
Yeah, this is going to be a close game. Virtus.pro's done
Certainly.
just enough to give themselves a great position.
Remember, though, Virtus.pro's win rating in the last 3 months on Inferno is 0. So that was an okay half.
So nowhere to go but up, is what you're saying.
Well, I'm saying there's a chance.
So there's a chance that
We'll see. 3 sets of armor. Lots of technical plays available with 2 smokes, 4 flashbangs. I doubt they go for a B rush again with no HE grenades. You really do need those. They're actually going in. I take it back. And Bialy, this is why you normally need the HEs to challenge these CTs and push them back. And there's going to be a lot of presence and bunny hops coming through. But it looks like VP have the advantage for now. Neo down to 8. Nitro gets that call. You can see he wants to use this smoke and find Neo. Takes him down. Burst fire comes in. When you know that low. It actually almost works like a shotgun in that respect. And now he can hold up. He doesn't have to force the plant. I'd hate to see him just go for that. He has no information as to where Snacks is. We've got time to switch to the 1v1 cam now as Snacks has lost track of Nitro now. And now I hold towards Emo. And this is actually very well played by Nitro. He seems to know exactly what's going on. That's ridiculous. Owned, I would say.
Second one-on-one in a row. Second time it's gone to the T side. Different half, meaning that this time Liquid comes out on top. That's awesome from Nitro, that shot, especially to find Snacks.
That game sense, though. He just knows exactly what's going on. Lines it all up, nails the shot.
He's been sharp lately.
Yeah, he really has. That was excellent. Well then, force buy from Virtus.pro. They really did need that pistol. Not ideal. And they'll take Deagle's CZ Snacks once again. No armor for him. Relies on his trusted Eagle. I'm not a big fan of the whole 1 AK-47. Up against the CZs, these UMPs pretty equally matched in some choke points. Ooh, nice work by Steel. Flashbang comes in, Snacks blinded and taken down. I'm not sure they flashed themselves there. Looked like they did. Maybe we can get a look on the replay, I'm not sure. He said me, who plays very close up to his screen. At least definitely doesn't. Look how far away he is in comparison. 1-15, and now they play the waiting game. Bleed out any potential nades the CTs have. Send in a MAC-10 or a UMP to flush out the stacks. Ideally, the MAC-10 goes in first. The bomb's still back in T spawn, so they won't be committing anytime soon. Smoke towards Arch. Good pop flash to set up a leash to look towards the Arch side itself. And the first could come in. A bit of team damage, but that's okay. B-bomb side is completely open for business. As Neo goes down, Alige will hold the boiler for rotations, and his teammates will make their way towards B. Guaranteed frag there for Alige. Might get trades out here as he's being tagged up. Gets the double. Nice work. And now just Pasha who has to play in front of the smoke as they actually go back towards A. Very well played. That's a great anti-Yuga. I think Zeus's teams have always been very good at these sort of rounds. They never give too much up. He's got them very well trained. Teams with great coaches usually do. I always said like NIP, when they had threat playing for them, they're always very good at what they had to do, playing the percentages instead of doing ridiculous calls like rushing B. They'd always do what they have to, utilize the grenades. Some people don't use enough grenades, and anti-force fights especially. You might think, oh, it's going to cost too much money when you need to try and kill them. Definitely worth it. It's worth flushing out positions, using smokes, flashbangs, going as a team, using all the correct schools of thought when it comes to Counter-Strike, because it's just the most frustrating thing to lose to the pistols, and it happens a lot. You need to treat it like a gun round and not be too overzealous and cavalier, and make sure you keep a smile on Zeus's face. That's very important.
And Nitro's face, it seems. He looks happy. So both pistols in this game going to Team Liquid. Gift of 6 rounds as a result. Potentially 6 rounds. Going against just the pistols this time, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's just USPs and a PT-50, no nades, and they'll go for a B stack.
Yeah, I was going to say full B stack.
So you need to be careful. This is when the MAC-10 can go in first. That's what Steel's got. Perfect. This is textbook, Matt. This is what I like to see. You send the MAC-10 in, and if he calls, there's a stack here, you fall back. And he has heard 2 or 3 and footsteps, and this is the point now where you want to be thinking about getting that bomb towards A. Still gets tagged up. He's still fine for now, though. Falls some more defensive line. Got a bit more cover. Throws the Molotov, and he's still okay.
Problem is he's actually shown that he's alone, and they're chasing, and the bomb's down toward T stairs, so they're actually getting closer to where the bomb was. That could have gotten a little hairy for that reason alone. Oh, it's his head. He doesn't even realize it.
He thought that was the moped. There's a moped there you can jump on.
That's true. I was going to say, how's he not realize he didn't fall that far? And now he realizes it because Neo, the only one to rotate, not down Banana, takes away the bomb from them. This comes to a 2 versus 1. Bialy actually wins out against Steel as well to pick up a gun. He only has 6 HP, mind you. He does have a smoke. I almost thought when we snapped over to Alige, they were doing some sort of boost inside of the smoke to see above it, that it was 2 CT players. I was far from it.
Well, there we go. Won't be able to win the round, of course, but Bialy definitely made things a little bit uncomfortable there. 1 kill for him, 3 in total for Team Liquid, but for Virtus.pro, sorry. But overall, Liquid on the T side, it's not going to be worrying them too much. Bialy just trying to take them down with the bomb here. Doesn't have the kit, can't go for the ninja. I'm just looking for everyone trying to get away, just inflict some damage towards that pit. Oh, Nitro goes down with the bomb. He's laughing about it. That's a bit foolish. I don't know what he's up to there. Carrigan there yesterday, like showboating a bit, I guess. And the bomb's about to go off. You show how close you can get to it. He actually just died. Oh, Leach actually spots him cleanly there. He wasn't looking at the smoke at all. So in slow motion, you could see he actually fully spots him. His gun sticking out. Maybe chatting, looking at the radar. Didn't expect it. First buy for Virtus.pro. It's not ideal. 1 UMP, no AWPs, 1 defuse skip. 3 players without helmets. Luckily, that Mac 10 went down. It's just a UMP that can be a little bit of a nuisance here. It's going to be in the hands of Nafly. Molotov towards Boiler, pushing one back. Just playing it safe. Smoke in. Another default. Actually focusing. It's going to be actually quite a fast approach from Team Looking. So they've got no banana presence. So actually going quickly in towards the archway. Maybe splitting from quad. We'll see what they decide to do. Here's the execution. Smoke towards. This would be a wall of smokes towards A. You'll see 2 smokes in front of the pit. One by the library area. And they'll try and get players out of the apartments. And it looks like a ruse here. Man, this is all a fake. I love this. Great call. You can see all the rotation is peeled someone off from B. They get 1 kill here, round's done. That's going to actually pull off the actual 1 remaining B player. That's Neo. He's gone. Even if he goes back, he's got a UMP. He can't hold this off. 5 on 4. This is such a sick strat.
He's playing at tree because he knows that the potential to rotate is there, but you're right, he's already limited. Question is...
Well, he knows they can come through spawn as well. That's the problem.
Well, exactly. But the question is, how quickly does he get a shot toward CT cross? Because there is no smoke for Liquid.
Well, they're pincering him now. Flashbang comes in. He's just going to get absolutely wrecked. They'll check the garden for sure.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say he might get one, but good read from Nitro. Twist follows up with Snacks. Round over.
That's beautiful Counter-Strike. That's really well played. They go for a full-on fake, pull all the rotations from the B bomb site. Then, instead of doing that, they don't even go send players in to get kills on May. They just actually get in towards CT spawn. They lock the doors, the proverbial doors there, and wait in CT spawn for any rotations. They're very patient. Wait to see what comes through CT spawn. Bleed out utility. Wait for the mistakes to be made. Like you said, didn't have a smoke. Flashed in over towards CT spawn. Neo completely wrecked. They check the right corners. And this is just a beautiful round. That's as good as it gets in terms of an execution and a strategy, in terms of a fake. Bialy asking the HP of Alige. That's the least of their worries there. They got absolutely schooled there in terms of the strategies.
Well, and on top of that, it gives them 3 rounds to go on the Liquid side, even Terrorist side. That's not impossible. On Inferno, it's actually become quite a balanced map. Great map in terms of tactical discipline. Zeus again still smiling. Anecdotal smile, for sure. Nitro's playing with the custom-branded mousepad as well.
Absolutely. You've got to. Wow. Eco for Virtus.pro looking on the barrel of 14-6 here. It was a nice first half, but like we said going into this one, this is their map pick, Matt, and they've got a 0% win rate in the last 3 months. Beggars the question as to why they're picking it. Do you remember when Virtus.pro never played Dust 2? And it was an instant Vita for so long, and then they came into, I think it might have been Katowice actually. They came in and started picking Dust 2, and there's like, well, yep, not going to do that anymore. They said they've been practicing it, and then it all just went horribly wrong for them. They tried it 1 map and never picked it again. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this will certainly be a wake-up call, especially, like I say, after winning 5 rounds in a row, remember, and having the lead at 5-3 as a result. I thought this is looking all right. Liquid is going to be challenged. Virtus.pro could be onto something, but they're still certainly struggling, and I think it'll be a bit of time, even with the addition of Mihu, before this team gets a full reset of mentality, of tactics, so on and so forth. Toward B, Bialy waits. There is 3 players over here. Neo and Mihu as well. Means 2 of Deagles and 1 of CZ75. Bialy gets aggressive. Flash out, couldn't land it. A little bit nervous on his fire because he sprayed through it. Couldn't get away with it on the Deagle. Mihu does get 1, but Nitro punishes him immediately after, and Neo has to rotate back around toward the Coffins Nitro. To plant with 24, spraying from that CZ, if he could have found the angle, might have taken him down. Would have made it awkward, that's about it, given that there's so many other players that easily would have been able to pick up the bomb and plant it instead, but just Snacks remaining now. And he does at least start it off well, let the boost up. Nafly, second player as well at New Box, 14-6, 2 to go.
2 to go. We'll see if Virtus.pro have anything left in the tank. Snacks on 5 for 18, Matt. That is not good news whatsoever. That's the absolute best player on VP on 5 kills, 18 deaths. He is absent. MIA. It's going to be Pash on the AWP again. Another difficult buy for the CT, especially with Nafla, the M4. 3 players on helmets. He gets a railgun now. Neo wildly sprays towards B. Actually takes more damage than he gave out. He gave out 0. He took 50. Nades to the face. Wallbang damage coming in. And Pasha holding towards Arch, looking towards middle. You again. At these apartments. And this is looking like it's done. Team Liquid have been very powerful here on the T side. Great execution, good teamwork. Developing into a really solid squad here. Remember, it was Nafla. It's only been picked up recently, and he's just taken to this team like a fish to water.
Certainly has. I mean, he played with, remember, he was the first player removed from Liquid when they became Liquid from being Denial. Yeah. So it's a return to the organization for him. A lot has changed since, so I can't really say it's a return to the same team. Steal with a Molotov toward the pit. Twist already inside of the apartment. Snacks will drop out of smoke. That bounced back. I don't know if that's going to serve him well or not. It actually smokes off the site and allows Liquid to focus more onto pit. A stack inside of the site. They do read the wrap, though, and Mihu's got the angle. Steal a Nitro to go down. Bomb dropped as well. They look toward Library. I'm surprised Mihu does that.
No.
They know Nav's back there, but they've got to smoke down. They knew that someone was going to be covering it. That costs them ultimately because Elise is able to get 3 kills off the back of it, and Nav can hold off Biawi. They're going to get the bomb plant at the end in the end after all.
It's a 5-on-3, man, and Elise has completely torn them a new one there. It's going to be Neo and Bialy trying to retake here. They have got the kit, a smoke and an incendiary. Low HP players on Team Liquid here, but here comes the pincer play. Spotted one, dinks up Bialy. He'll have that call, and this round's over. This is an absolute nightmare for VP as the nade comes in. Not quite enough to finish him, goes down to 10 HP. I think he has to save him. He knows it's done. It's going to be map point. How has Elige done that? That's going to be just breaking the back of Virtus.pro there. 5-on-3. Mihi gets the first 2 kills. Another great execution for Team Liquid, but Elige picks up the pieces. Fragging for days there. Single-handedly finds 3. Sets up his teammate Nav to get another. And Elige, hungry for blood here. He wants everyone dead. And he won't be able to get him. Bialy takes him down.
He does. But it is map point for Liquid. Remember, best of 3. I've done that thing again where I, in my old age, have forgotten what the second map is, so I'm looking it up. I'll just admit to it. Renegades Fnatic, by the way, 14-12 on that game. So that one's lively. Fnatic with the lead currently. Remember, that one is for elimination, by the way. Next map in this one's Mirage, then Cobblestone if needed.
Might not be the way things are going.
So Renegades or Fnatic going home today, early. In the next hour or 2. Back to this one. Guns again, but only just for Virtus.pro. Shotgun, Swag 7. For Pasha, Snacks, although we normally see Snacks with the shotgun, is actually holding on to the UMP, playing out in front of the quad near the A site. Lige will take his time. Default skin with the engraved name. It almost looks like whiteout applied. See a trace of the liquid sticker down below it as well. Nitro starts to clear. Bounce off Molotov toward the atrium. Smokes on either side. He'll walk out and try and pre-fire the cubby. Take the chances of getting the defaults. Runs back as well, smartly so, because they nade immediately into the position where he was. So it only takes a little bit of damage from that. Down to 71, but not a massive amount. Oh, good read from Biawi. Nafly thought he had them one-upped by getting himself into the cubby at the top of Banana, and eventually, while looking for information, he could punish them. Bialy actually got away with it. I didn't quite see it. It looked like the reactions were similar to this. Snacks lets them go by. I thought maybe Naf would try and do the same, but Snacks eventually does perish. It's Elise to do so and Twist. Great shot when he walks out to find Mihu in the pit.
Time dwindling. 2-on-2. No real grenades now for VP as they expend their final smoke, but nice shot from Bialy there. It's going to be now just up to Twist. He's a great fragger, but not enough to actually close this round out. The dream still alive, at least a little bit for Virtus.pro there. Cuban. What was that? They still look happy, I guess. Even at 15-7 down. Money in the bin. Still a chance, it seems. And they'll be taking us to round number 23 now.
So, with that said, quick update of scores just to let everybody know. Well and truly in the lead, still Naf at 27.
7 and 20. Neo, 8 and 19.
Hey, the good news is that this won't actually make their win score on the map any worse.
Yeah, true. Can't kill what's already dead.
What is dead may never die.
Yeah.
Elige peeks down. Ooh, good nade. No, it bounced. It actually caught. That would have been a great nade. It barely does anything. It caught the edge of a little archway on the side of a texture that exists on the right side. That's unfortunate. So smoke towards CT. Steel and Naf are going to work the angle of taking over the B site. Let's contact Bialy, but not going to do much more. Virtus.pro are going to need to find some form. They've got one win against MVP, which ultimately nearly didn't happen. But they've got a home event starting up in a few days, well, I guess a week.
Katowice, yeah. This could be the final round as Neo is dropped. And it's still Bialy fighting back somewhat, but that's both the B players down now. The bomb certainly planted here. They've got a UMP on the retake. That's in the hands of Mihu. And I think we might be done here, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like 16-7 is going to be the scoreline. There's still a slight chance for VP as Pasha makes his way towards the ruins here. Elige tucking himself in towards Emo. There are 2 players towards Banana, 2 on the side. No kills coming in, and they're flashing themselves. Pasha takes a flashbang from his teammates in spawn. The Incendiary's not flashing out anyone here. Nafly gets another frag as we home in on the logical conclusion. Snacks should be traded out here. Absolutely so, and that is going to be a scoreline. Great showing from Liquid as they find it 16-7. Absolute battering there. Virtus.pro. A couple of spells there in the first half, 5 rounds in a row. That's all they really got.
Bit of a shaky start for Liquid again, losing those 5 rounds in a row. It didn't look like they were really getting any map control on the CT side, but they adjusted and they dominated. So now we go in to Mirage. As I say, that'll be our second map. Naf continuing his very impressive form. Didn't see what he actually ended on. Definitely north of 27, though. I didn't see if he got a kill in the last round or not, but at least 27.
I think that's great, that scoreline for him, sure. But I'm more worried about Snacks getting 7 kills and 21 deaths.
Sure. I'm just trying to be the optimist.
Yeah,
on the right side.
He's the absolute best player for VP on their map pick, and he gets absolutely nothing done there. He's supposed to be the star of this team. And I think it was Neo on 8 kills. So this is not boding well for this best of 3. Not a great showing from Virtus.pro as this tournament unfolds. We've got 1 win so far, which was a scrappy win against MVP, the Asian team from South Korea coming in. So that wasn't amazing, but Matthew, this day's only just beginning. We've got 2 more maps potentially coming up and another best of 3 to cast. So we'll take a break right now. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back with the analysts first.
LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.
Don't know how to build a team from scratch or find good teammates? DreamTeam.gg, the ultimate team building platform. Find and connect with new players, coaches and teams. Manage and monetize your team. Get on fast track to advance from novice to amateur and, if desired, to professional gamer. Join DreamTeam.gg today.
It's the quick scope! This is unreal! Anything is possible! Anything is possible! You still always a monster, Tom!